Hey there, people. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I've meant to upload some other ones, but I never got around to it. And this one I was supposed to do yesterday, but better late than never, I guess. So, welcome to some Alchemy Stars news, I guess. Just the last couple of days, we got a new update, which gave us a quote-unquote new event, although more specifically, we got access to 2 new chapters in the main storyline, chapters 15 and 16. And I'm just going to give you a quick little rundown of all the new things here, as well as something else I missed out on explaining. So we'll just scroll down this list here for Illumination's Descent, this most recent update. And we'll also take a quick look at the new variants we have, because we got 3 new ones. But just a brief look, I won't go into too much detail on them. I might make a separate video on them, if I get them, that is. I haven't pulled for them yet. So with Illumination's Descent, as I said, we got 2 new chapters to the main storyline, chapters 15 and 16. The recommended levels for your warriors is going up still, so I saw the recommended levels up to Ascension 3 level 50, I think even 60 even, if I remember correctly. So if you're still new to somewhat new to the game, it'll be a while before you get there, but if you're a long time player like me, you shouldn't have too much trouble with those stages. I actually already finished the 2 chapters, so didn't really encounter much trouble. There was one new stage mechanic thing I came into encounter with. It wasn't hard to figure out, but it was interesting, so would be interesting to see if they implement that in the future. But I won't spoil that, I'll let you figure that out for yourself. So let's just go down the list here. So there are no event stages, because the stages are supposed to be the new chapters, but there is something called Team Battle here that will be unlocked in 2 weeks, I think. So that's like the only kind of event thing we have to look forward to. And of course we have the event store, where you can buy the 5-star Aurorian, or new 5-star Aurorian, as well as other materials. Let's see here, let's just go down the list. Yeah, so here, chapters 15 and 16, or episodes I guess is what they're called, have been unlocked. Oh yeah, you do get another Solomore for Vice Keensight, so that's a way to make her stronger by playing these episodes. Oh yeah, and the new chapters also come with the Pandora's Box mechanic. You know, we can earn extra lemon bar by having multiple teams tackle a certain specific stages. Let's see, Hourglass of Fate, I already did that, I believe. Yeah, I just basically play the game and you'll unlock that. Pandora's Box mode, I just mentioned that. Team mode battle, let's read this real quick. During the event, 1 stage will be unlocked every day for a total of 6 stages. There will be many event points in each stage, including battle points, plot points, quest points, chest points, interaction points, and teleport points, etc. Gonwu will guide Team Leo and Team Leo to explore a long route, reach all the event points, complete stage point, and reach an end point. Earn up to 420 lumbar, upgrade materials, etc. Sounds interesting. I will definitely upload a video with this when it unlocks. It unlocks May 25th. Yeah, so that's like 2 weeks. Check-in stuff. Yeah, simply log into the game, get rewards. Oh yeah, here's the new thing. So maybe you remember, or you just familiarize yourself with the spires. There's 4 spires of each element where you climb up 100 floors, where each stage increases in difficulty, and by being the stages you get certain rewards, mainly like upgrade materials. And now we get access to the ultimate spire, So I'll just read this here. The new Ultimate Spire can be accessed through the Spire Challenge. To unlock the Ultimate Spire, you must clear level 100 of all 4 Elemental Spires. The Ultimate Spire will feature 4 elements like the regular Spire, but only a variant of the corresponding element will be deployed in each challenge. Following the update, the first 10 levels of each Elemental Ultimate Spire will be available. Clear these levels to earn rewards such as Mumbar and Star Flares. Clear level 10 of all 4 elements to get the Stand By Me medallion, first glimpse of the ultimate. Right, so as you see there, you must have cleared out the first 4 spires. Well, yeah, clear level 100 of all 4 spires to unlock this, which I have yet to do actually, despite playing this game for so long. I actually kind of neglected the spires, so I have to get back to that. Oh yeah, so I think it was with the last event we got introduced to equipment refinement. So equipment, for the longest time, you could only level up to level 10, and then that was it. But now we have equipment refinement, where you can increase the strength of the equipment even further, which will not only give your warriors more power, but it can also affect their skills, depending on the warrior, that is. Of course, not every warrior has this, can have equipment refinement. They're basically passing out as time goes on. So I'll show you how you can see which warriors have access to equipment refinement and what the new material you need is. We get another new chapter in the Travel Memories, the End Maiden and the Ruins Neo Ultimate. I remember this one. So if you want to experience that again, stay tuned for that. It unlocks June 1st. Calamity Codex. So yeah, Calamity Codex. And it has 3 times the rewards from now until, actually from May 18th until June 8th. So be sure to take advantage of that for extra rewards, because more rewards is good. Oh yeah, we got the new Orions. Our first 6-star is Bingo. So look at her stats, her description in just a moment. And the other one, Leo. If you played some of the early, if you remember the main story chapters, I think they were introduced in chapter 13, I think, Leo and Yungo. So you may recognize them. Heidi and Kristen have been added to the previous pool. I actually got them both actually. Special event, Phase 4, Book 14, Phase 2, so that's just, if you have yet to finish a special event book, more missions are available. Luma Crystal discount, so that's the Luma Crystals they use to buy skins, so if that's something you're interested in, you can check out the cheaper price, see if it's for you. Oh yeah, we got new outfits. I see you got herself a new outfit here. Interesting. Her outfit's in the gift pack though, so I think that's like $20, I think. Or you can wait for her skin to be sold separately. And other skin is for Gusgada. I think I said that right. Armchair Detective. And we got a couple of returning outfits here with Raphael and Charon. For those of you who don't know, outfits typically are limited to time only, but some outfits in recent time have become permanent, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, exactly, new permanently available outfits. We got some new Cloud Garden stuff, if you're still doing that. I actually should be more invested in Cloud Gardens. Limited time gift packs if you're interested in that. Bonuses for players. Yeah, we get 120% of 2 carriers. Thank you so much for the love support. Main story update. Get some rewards, rotating equipment. Alright, so I think that will do for the mainly news part. So we'll take a look at a few other things before we look at the Orions themselves. So if you're curious about refinement, there's actually this convenient little... Actually, no. Sorry, not that one. Actually, I didn't see that. I think is that new, where you can see which Warriors have something new to them. But if you go here to your collection here and filter, you can see at the bottom it says equipment refinement. And you click that, you see which Warriors have access to equipment refinement. And actually, if you look at the... Actually, you can't see my finger. If you look at the Warriors picture, on the bottom right, you see the number 10, right? And you see like a symbol there. If they have access to refinement, you see the symbol is different. So let's look at Vice real quick. So her equipment costs level 10. I have maxed out, but if we go to refinement, we see here we can increase her strength even more. So for instance, here we get upgrade to target lock. Each mark stack increases damage to 5%, change damage by 5%. However, as far as I'm concerned, in order to do the equipment refinement, your warrior must have level 10 equipment and be Ascension 3 level 80, which is the max level. As you see here, I don't have that because, you know, I've been kind of a hoarder with my Jaspers. So if you do want to take advantage of this mechanic, these are the requirements. And of course, the materials themselves will be like essential materials like these. Some sublime, of course, and of course this new material here, Paradigm. Paradigm is a new material that's been added, and is at this point is strictly used for equipment refinement. And there's only 3 places you can get them. You can get them from the Star Store, the Star Gem Store, or if you don't want to do that, you can just get them from weekly activity rewards. So if you see here on the right side, you see there's a new chest here that appears. And depending on how many of these quests we fill out, we get access to this. So you see here 3 paradigms. So basically you can get 3 paradigms per week from just doing these. So I recommend taking advantage of that, even if you don't plan on refining equipment anytime soon. Because I'm sure your warriors are already strong enough, but who knows, in the future maybe we'll get access to even more difficult stages, and this equipment refinement can be could be a game changer. I won't pretend to think I know exactly, but something to keep in mind. What else would I say? Oh yeah. So here's something else that was new. I don't know. I thought this was a bug at first, but apparently it's legit. Where is it? Here it is. So we got this mail, Colossus Workshop Function Adjustments. Over here, this read what it says. Colossus Workshop will have the following adjustments after the version update. Reduce the cost of atomic reagents required for essential material synthesis in Colossus Workshop, and increase the bonus effective work skill in the workshop. As compensation for the adjustments, we will issue following item. So we have that. Oops, sorry. So apparently, let's go to the Colossus real quick, and then go to the workshop. So I'm sure most of you know the workshop is where you use to make these essential materials out of other essential materials. And in order to do that, not only do you need the materials themselves, but you need atomic reagents, which is, you know, this green crystal looking thing, which generates itself over time. So you can only take advantage of the workshop so much, you know, a certain amount of time. You must wait for the atomic reagents to regenerate. But look at how cheap this is. Normally, like say to create a purple one, we need like 50, I think, but it's now 24. So for some reason, look at the bottom there. You see atomic reagent cost reduction 60%. For some reason, they decided to increase how much the reagent cost. They decided to reduce how much the reagent cost is for upgrading materials, for creating these materials. And I thought this was a bug at first, or maybe it's just an event thing, but from what I see, it's actually a permanent thing. So it seems like in the future, you're having the atomic reagents needed to create these new materials will no longer be as much of a deal, as much of a problem as it was before. So at this point, you can just more focus on just getting the materials themselves. So I imagine for you newer players out there, this will be a big help, as you don't have to wait super long to create new materials. Just as long as you have the materials, you can make your new ones just like that. As you can see, I have plenty of them. I've been hoarding materials, basically. But yeah, this is an interesting change. I don't think anything else is affected though. Yeah, so you've been neglecting the workshop as much because you think maybe you're not getting as much out of it. You can now, actually. At least more often, I guess is the right way to put it, because the number of materials you need is still the same. And I think that we do it for the everything else. Oh yeah, here's the hourglass thing. I already completed it. Just play the game normally and you'll finish this no problem. Aurorian Trials will be a separate video. Oh yeah, let's go to Illumination's Descent. So, cool music by the way. As you see here, no event stages, because episodes 15 and 16 are new stages, so you should do those when you get the time. They're not in any time limit, of course, because, you know, they're part of the main story, so they're always there. But here's the Illumina Supply Center, the event shop. This is where you go to unlock that 5-star Aurorian. We'll get to him in a moment. And the team battle thing I'm unlocked till then, so not much else to say here. So let's take a look at our Aurorians real quick, and then I'll end this little news segment real quick. So we got 3 new Aurorians, 2 6-stars, 1 5-star. So first we got Yugel here, who is a Thunder Converter, it looks like. Her active skill, she chooses 1 tile on the board, changes it to yellow, and changes it into a cross-shaped prism tile. When connecting tiles, converts 4 tiles in the cross-shape on the cross-shaped prism tile into the same elements in the cross-shaped prism tile. So looks like she can convert a tile anywhere on the board, and changes to a yellow prism tile. So in case you need a reminder, you don't know, Iridon has access to prism tiles, and how they work is you have to walk over it in order to make new tiles appear. So I assume when you put the tile down, you walk over it, it generates those 4 tiles in a cross shape. So that could be an interesting way to connect tiles. And as far as I'm concerned, it's the first of its kind, so that's interesting. Her chain combo is Hyper Focus. It deals 235% damage to the enemy who has the highest HP and the most open wounds, or else attack the nearest enemy. Her equipment skills: every second normal attack and deals normal attack damage multiplier increases to 270%. And inflicts 1 open wound up to 20 stacks for every open wound the target has, and goes to ignore 5% of the defense, and her chain combo finally is increased by 3%. Yeah, so it looks like a decent Thunder Converter. Okay, so in need of one. Let's look at Leo next. So as for, whoops. So looks like Leo's a Force type. Don't know what his class is. Looks like detonator / support. So he has an interesting skill here. He has 2 actually, because recently it seems Tordog has been releasing more Aurorians with who have like 2 active skills they can use depending on the situation. So his first one here, Glorious Entrance. Deals 270% damage to the 13 tiles in a diamond shape centered on one selected tile and generates 2 enhanced tiles randomly with an area effect. Its skill's effects are enhanced according to the number of thorns. More than 9 expands damage range to 25 tiles of square shape. More than 19 skill cooldown -1. More than 29 deals 270% damage to all enemies. The other active skill, Armored Stallion Strike. Cost 5 thorns. In this round, normal attacks can be launched diagonally, and normal attack damage increases by 20%, can be stacked when used more than once. This attack is not deemed as an active skill. Interesting. So, yeah, it looks like we're getting more variants. They have a little more versatility in how you can use them. And his chain combo here deals 270% damage to 2 surrounding clusters. His equipment skill gains 1 thorn for every 1 enhanced tile obtained by the team, including absorbed tiles. Each thorn increases chain combo damage by 3%, gains 5 thorns at the start of the battle and the start of every wave. Yeah, so both Yinga and Leo seem interesting units to go for. I myself will try to go for both of them, and hopefully I can get them both. And last but definitely not least, let's look at our 5-star variant. Let me pull up a picture here real quick, because I can't really, it'll really give me an opportunity to show his stats unless I haven't unlocked yet. So So I got this from the Alchemy Source Twitter. He is Anatoly, and he is a Forest Warrior of the support class. And his active skill, Ode to the Depths, seems to deal damage to 2 selected enemies and draws all enemies within range along the way to the center. Sounds similar to Brock's ability, so it's a way to manipulate the position of the Eclipse sites, probably to set them up to deal massive area effect damage. His chain combo, Darkness Cometh, deals damage to enemies within 3 surrounding clusters, 4 surrounding clusters, or 2 nearest enemies. And his equipment skill, Weakness Analysis. Anatoly's chain combos deal additional damage to random enemies adjacent to the target. Single target chain combos of all allies deal increased damage to clustered enemies. Single target chain combo. So sounds like that can help snipers. Yeah, so some interesting stuff to come from this recent update. I think I covered everything that needed to be covered here. Yeah. Alright, so I think I'll just finish things off here. Don't want this video to drag on too long. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, if you feel like I deserve it, that is. I am current. If you like to see my gameplay in action though, I do have a Twitch where I stream pretty regularly. I stream Alchemy Stars every now and then, not really every day like I used to, because usually most of the time I'm just grinding materials, so not much exciting stuff going on. However, I might stream more often though, because as you heard earlier, the Ultimate Spire stage just came out, and so I still have to finish the rest of the spires to unlock that, so I might stream more just doing the spires in that case, and it might incentivize me to level up my warriors even more. And my Twitch name is the same as my YouTube name, by the way, GoKiller125. Link should be in the description too. Yeah, but anyways, thank you all for watching. Hopefully I was at least informative. I apologize, I'm not the best speaker ever. I'm just kind of winging it really, especially since I'm tired. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.